So in this video, we're going to learn how to add and subtract polynomials. So your only objective is that you know how to add and subtract any given polynomial. So to add and subtract polynomials is that we need to combine like terms. And this is something you dealt with when you were in middle school. For things to be alike, they need to have the exact same variable and exponent. So here I have 7x. 7x goes with negative 4x. So then if I want to find anything like x squared, they need to have the x squared. So that would be the 8x squared and then the 6x squared. Down here I just have a number, so I need anything else with just a number, which is 12. I have 5x to the 4th, or negative 5x to the 4th, and 9x to the 4th go together. And lastly, I have 4x cubed. Now when I want to add them together, so if I want to add together 7x and 4x, I just add the coefficients in front, the numbers. So I go 7 minus 4, which is 3, and then I keep the variable the same. It doesn't disappear. So let's practice finding the sum of polynomials. So the way we do it is we add like terms. So I have 2x squared negative 3x plus 4. Now some of you might just be able just to add just looking at it, or some students like to write it underneath and put everything together. So I have 2x squared and 3x squared. So 2x squared has an x squared, who also has an x squared, the 3x squared. So we're going to go 3x squared, go together. The 2x goes with the 3x because they both have a single x. That's plus 2x, and then we have a negative 3. Kind of adding those together. So we have 2x squared, 3x squared, that is 5x squared. Negative 3x and 2x, it's negative 1x or negative x. We can make that one invisible. And then 4 minus 3 is plus 1. Alright, so then on B, I have 6x cubed and 4x cubed, or 2x cubed and 4x cubed, which those go together, so I'm going to write them underneath. I have a negative 2x. I don't have anything over here, so those, but I do have a negative 7. They can go with there. So adding together like terms, we have 6x cubed. Alright. Because I want to write them in standard form, I need to look for whichever one has the next highest power, which is negative 8x squared. And then I have negative 2x. And then plus 1. There we go. Alright, so now we're finding the difference, which is subtracting. Now the important thing to remember on this one is that you are subtracting the entire polynomial behind the subtraction side. That is why I have the parentheses. So, easy way to help you so you can do it correctly is that you want to distribute the minus sign, which is like a negative 1. So I'm going to change the sign on each of these. So now I'm subtracting x cubed, and I'm subtracting negative 4x squared, and then I'm subtracting negative 2, so it's plus 2. Again, it's just like you're distributing a negative 1. You're subtracting the entire thing. Students who do this get it correct more often than students who just try to do it in their head. I even have to do this because I make mistakes all the time when I forget, when I try to do it in my head. Alright, so putting together like terms, I have 7x cubed and negative x cubed, so that is 6x cubed. I'm going to do it quickly. Just like before, putting together like terms, I have a negative 4x squared. I don't have any x squareds here. Again, I want to put it in standard form, so I got to go in order of their exponents. I have negative 3x, and then I have 1 and 2, so I have plus 3. That's my final answer. Alright, so B, I'm subtracting again. I'm subtracting that second one, so I want to rewrite them. So I'm changing the signs, and you could do this if you wanted to. Go minus, and then this would be plus. and minus if you want to save time that way. Some students like to do that instead of rewriting it. I'll leave it up to you. Just do what's best to make sure you get it correct. So I have 4x cubed and negative 5x cubed, so that's negative x cubed. We don't need that 1. Then we have plus 6x squared. And then negative 8x. And then plus 7. 9 minus 2. Putting together our like terms. These were alike. These two didn't have a pair. And then these two are alike. Alright, so you're also going to see this as function notation, which is something we did way back in Unit 2. So function notation is just a way we use to identify functions. We'll say f of x equals this, g of x equals this. They're just rewriting and just a quick shorthand of how to do it. So let's just look at the example. You're not doing anything different than we did the previous slides. It just looks a little different. So it says let f of x equal this polynomial here. Let g of x equal this polynomial here. Well, when I say f of x plus g of x means I wanted you to add the 2x, because f of x is 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. And I want to add it to plus 10x minus 6. Alright, so adding it together, we get 2x squared. Putting together like terms, we have negative 8 and 10 plus 2x. So again, we're not doing anything different than the previous slides. It's just the initial setup is a little different. And minus 3. 3 plus negative 6. Now I'm subtracting the 2, so I have 10x minus 6 minus, now we're minusing the entire f of x. So we're minusing this. So I'm going to go right ahead and change my sign, so remember to do it. So it's going to be a negative 2x squared. It's minus 8x, so it would be negative 8x, so it's plus 8x. And that's plus 3, so it's going to be minus 3. Just change the sign because we're subtracting. Subtracting is doing the opposite. Putting together, I get negative 2x squared, because that one does not have anything alike, plus 18x, 10 plus 8, minus 9. Alright, to review, function notation, your g of x, just another way of identifying functions. Like terms, remember they have to have the same, so if they both are x squareds, they are the same, or if they both have x cubed. And then remember, subtracting the polynomial, you need to change everything. Change, we'll say the signs on everything. Biggest mistake that happens with here. You know how to do it. It's just you forget to change the sign and then you get it wrong. Reminder to do your reflections. You get credit for watching this video.